Another way of doing it is misdirection. So I could misdirect him here by just poking him here, so he takes his attention down, boom, and then hitting him in the head. This can be as simple as that. I could gesture or point to somebody just behind him, don't even need him to look. His attention, his pattern interrupted, and what he's not seeing me do is line this shot up. So if I wanted to hit him with this shot to the chin, from here, boom, to here, this would be the peachy position to get it. What's wrong with that if I did that? It's telegraphic, right? You'll see it. But what if I went like this with the voice or gesture of, no, please, babe, just get back in the car. Something like that, like someone was about to get involved. Or I could say, what the fuck's he got to do with you? Fuck off. And notice how I'm going from visual of him. When I move outside of peripheral vision, or he's in peripheral vision still, I go from visual to tactile. I'll touch him. So when I shift weight, I'll touch him, and I'm pointing this way. So this comes from the door days when we used to have an earpiece. And this has been pre-decided, this fucker's got to go, he's not listening, whatever else. And quite often we just pretend there was a colleague behind who's just sent us a message by the communication. So you're talking, you go, oh, did you get that last comm? Like this, you touch your ear, say, did you get that last comm? And then boom, there's your shot. Do you see what I mean? This is misdirection. You get what I'm saying? Right, another example might be if it's the motive of robbery, or even if it's not, it's just aggressive engagement. I might go, look, I'll give you my fucking wallet, you see it's in my pocket, I'll get it. You know, I'll move real slow, and now all of a sudden he feels he's going to get paid. Look at my body language, it's congruent. He says, please, get away from me, and it's moving me away from him. My face capitulating, I don't want no trouble. My hand's going to the pocket like you're going to get paid. You're going to pause. Do you understand? And what you've just missed me doing is setting up, wham, this fucking big shot into your bollocks that will fucking kick them right into your throat. Because if I went like this, you'd see it, wouldn't you? I say you take a football penalty, there, bosh, and then bomb. Not doing that, I'm doing this, look, give you my weights here, I'll give you everything, bam, now I do this. You ain't seeing it coming, because the setup was shrouded in misdirection. Do you understand? Here's the first one. You're going to get a pad on your partner, so if you hit it with the right, he needs to have it on his right side. Right? So you're going to work it, if you hit on the left, he needs it on his right and vice versa. So from here, usually we hit across pads. I'm going to hit with this hand, but I don't want to do it here, because when I gesture, I'm talking to him. I want to gesture as if I'm talking to someone past him. Does that make sense? So I'm literally going to go from this position, if I'm loaded with the left, I'm just going to step out, like I'm shifting weight, and I'm going to point with a puzzled look on my face. And I'm going to say something like, just get back in the car, it's fine. Like somebody was getting involved. And you've got to sell it, right? So think about it. This guy's going to give me a fucking problem, a serious problem, and if he fucks me up, I don't know what the fuck he's going to do to my girlfriend. Well, let's say that she's just got out of the car, and she's anxious, and she's walking towards me because she can see my worried look. Well, if nothing else mattered, that she was safe, even if I have to deal with this, and I told her to get back in the car, do you think I'd do it in a demonstrative way or not? What do you think? Well, I go, babe, get back in the car. I'm going to go, get back in the car, love, it's fine. What do you think? So you're going to sell it, you've got to sell it with emotion, you've got to immerse yourself, it's a role. You're using deception, and criminals use deception all the time, so if you are fucking just playing at this, they'll pick up on it. So I just want simple misdirection. Just get back in the car, it's fine. Now I hit him. See the deal? So what I'm doing, the straight shot, I'm just moving to here, and then striking the shot, and following up in the natural way, right? But before I do it, I'll set it. Just get back in the car. Now I hit it. You might go straight into hostility. You might, what the fuck's it got to do with you? Like this, like someone else is coming. One of our guys, Tom, used the suggestion of consequence. He stood here and he goes, no, don't let the dog off, it's fine. So what does that tell you? It's alarming, right? It will pattern interrupt. And even if he doesn't follow this, because if it's a straight line, there's a good chance he won't follow this. I don't need him to follow it. It's a fact that if I was to loop it as I'm misdirecting, he'd pay more attention to it. Does that make sense? So if I want to take his attention here, and then hit him from here, I might loop. But the basic principle, I'm here, here's my target. I flank him, just move to the side like I'm pointing, and use some gesture, keep out of it, it's fine. And then from this load up, I hit my first shot. Do you understand, John? Let's try it. Right, listen up then. Last one we'll do. So we're looking at deception. So from here, the usual range of interaction is about 2 feet. Very occasionally it's on the fringe, which would be about 3 feet. That's usually something like, you know, I don't know, you're a doorman on the door, this mouth's come here, he starts here with his verbal interview from about 3 feet, and eventually as it escalates you get closer until you end up here. And then one of you goes and then you end up real close, right? But normal conversation range is about this range, 2 feet or less. If it's not here, it's in your fucking face. So the main primary tools that you have available to you from this position are your hands. So that's what you want to deceive and hit with. But if you're not confident with your feet, or you know, just like for instance, if a smaller woman felt she couldn't strike hard with her hand, well, she's got naturally strong hips, naturally strong quadriceps. She would definitely hit harder with her whole leg than she possibly could with her whole hand. So it might be more confident. The other thing about when you're teaching women is sometimes it's difficult to get them over the initial inhibition of putting a hand in somebody's face, particularly a man's face. But she'll think nothing of kicking him in the bollocks with a boot on. Do you understand? So on a psychological level that might be interesting. But from here, I'm going to manufacture the range for kicking. Because to kick him effectively in the groin from here, I have 2 feet too close, so I need 3 feet. Do you understand? If you've got 3 feet in the straight street, you can turn then run. But in the context of this, I can't, but I can maybe take a step back. Or I could maybe combine it with a little touch of him to push him away. But as long as my body language is congruent to I don't want a problem. So what I'm going to do from here is, if I wanted the best spike kick in the world, I would put it right back from here, and then boom, put it right in as hard as I could. That would be the best one in the world. His testicles will meet his tonsils. It's done. And when he gives me the head, I'm taking the high line, I'll just hammer it into pieces. But the problem with me doing this, or in the context of this is you'll see it, it's telegraphic. So I'll use deception to disguise it. So I'll use deception to disguise it. First thing I've got to do is move slow. Because he's agitated, switched on, and he's ready to do his thing. If I move suddenly, he'll attack me. This could easily be misconstrued if I turned for me accessing a weapon, in which case he'll attack me. So I have to do it slow. I have to go, look, I don't want no problem. I'll give you my wallet. My money's in my pocket, I'll give you that. And I'm chambering my leg all the way back as I say it. I'll touch my pocket, indicate wallet, rent, this is my money, just got paid, and I'll touch it and I'll be tactile as if I'm pulling it out. From here I'll keep my hand in front of him because I'm saying to him, please, I don't want a problem. He will not respond to this because I'm in a physical sense, because I'm empowering him. I'm feeding his ego. Yeah, motherfucker, you better back up. He's that. And I'm touching him here and he thinks he's going to get paid, so there's a pattern interrupt, do you agree? Right, regardless of whether the motive was robbery or not, let's say he just stepped at me and said, I'm looking at him. And I said, look Mark, just give me my wallet, I don't want to fucking trouble. And I did that. There's a good chance he'll pause. Yeah? As soon as he's paused, there's my shot. I'll put it straight in. Right? From here, as a follow-up, what I would suggest is you hammer the high line. But if you get that response, then just push and run. But the key point is sell it. So from here I'm going to go, look, I don't want no trouble, right? Look, I'll give you my wallet, I've just got paid, I've got my rent money. And you're stepping back like this. So get that tactile deception down. And get your partner to monitor you, could you sell that to me? And if you can from there, put that short in, finish on a high line. Got the drill?